Welcome to another episode of the Daily Breakthrough. I am your host, Kwame Kuadey. Today, I want to talk about the scars of adversity and why there is a blessing in it, even when we have gone through so much ourselves. And I want to focus today on the value of those scars to other people. Specifically, when you go through something so terrible, you feel like you've been taken through the ringer. What are some of the good things that come out of that? Well, I am a firm believer, and if you've listened to my podcast for a while now, you know that I believe firmly that adversity is required to bring the best out of us, to bring us to the growth level that we need to step into our potential, to step into our future. There are certain things in our lives that cannot be birthed until we go through the hard times required to push us to do the things that are necessary to get to the next level. Left to our own devices, we're not going to make the hard changes that are required to really push us to our full potential. We need to be at that point where we've tried everything and we come to that self-realization that, okay, I don't like the way I'm living. I don't like the situation that I'm in, and that I'm willing to change. So I am a firm believer, and I embrace struggles and challenges because I know there is something in there for me. There is a purpose. There is a lesson that I'm meant to learn through this adversity. And that is all things I believe. But one of the big benefits of also going through something so tough is that you can be there for other people that go through it. And here I want to specifically talk about the value of being there for somebody who is going through what you're going through. Why is that important? So I had a recent encounter where one of the biggest challenges that I've ever faced as a business owner, I was able to share that experience with somebody so authentically that it made me realize that a part of the reason why God allowed me to go through that experience was so much that I could also be a resource for other people to help them shorten their learning curve when they go through that, to be a support system for them, to, to be a source of strength, to let them know that if I went through that and survived, that you also can go through that and survive. That is so important because we often don't realize that the challenges and struggles that we go through and how we go through it and how we endure it, other people are watching and it becomes a source of strength for them. But even years later, you find yourself in a position where somebody close to you, somebody you know, somebody in your circle, all of a sudden find themselves in a similar situation. And what a joy it is for you. What a blessing it is for you. What an opportunity for you to be there for them and help them get through this season of their life where some of them cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you can because you've been through it. Some of them cannot see this as something they can survive, but you can because you've been through it. Some of them become so hopeless that they don't think that life could go on, but you can because you've been through it. And so this is what I mean by the blessing in adversity, that sometimes it's not just about us and the things that we get from adversity, which is growth, living our purpose, doing the hard things we need to do that we've been avoiding. Those are all meant for us. And it's also an opportunity to practice virtues, patience, love. All those things are meant for us to get through that adversity, through that hard thing we went through. But there's also blessings in it for other people where we can serve as a resource. We can serve as a source of strength. We can serve as somebody that can help other people shorten their learning curve so that they won't go through it for as long as you did, because you've been through it and you saw what happened and you know what could be better. So, if you are going through something right now, I want to encourage you to keep pushing because you don't know who your story, who your experience who you surviving this is going to help in the future. I hope this helps somebody today. So until the next time, know this: you can do hard things. And if you are going through something right now, know that you can get through it. So keep pushing forward.